I'm sure someone probably got a day off, but I didn't.
What holiday is it there?
A little Columbus, a little Indigenous.
It's happy. It's Thanksgiving here. So not the
That
same.
doesn't make
Thanks.
any
Yeah, not.
sense.
It's
That's
not the
in
same
November.
for you, but
You
you guys are
can't
weird.
just
So
do it early.
we're not.
Yeah,
What go?
I was gonna say I don't really know what ours is really supposed to be about.
Yeah, we should, but we don't know. Let's not get into it. Let's get right to some stories here. What do you want to start off with? Here,
well,
this crazy
we have
weekend.
a whole boatload of stories all the way from Dwayne the Rock Johnson to California condoms. Yeah,
Alrighty,
apparently.
then. Okay.
But I think the first place to start is probably with something that happened over the weekend. We have a story here: Afghanistan earthquake death toll climbs amid frantic search and rescue efforts in Iraq. We didn't have a chance to cover this
Yeah.
story since, like I said, it happened over the weekend.
So yeah, another
There's
another earthquake in the world.
Yep, this says it was on Saturday, the deadliest, most devastating quakes the already crippled Taliban ruled nation had seen in decades. So it's not of all time, but obviously it's been a while since it's bad. And this is in Afghanistan, so that's
And
currently ruled by the Taliban. They're in charge. So it's kind of weird reading about like humanitarian efforts from them because it's kind of on them to do that, right?
they probably won't want that. Actually, they might want the help. Who knows? We'll see. So
Taliban officials put the death toll well over 2,000. But there's so many unaccounted for. So again, this is going to be kind of like the wildfires where the numbers are up for quite some time.
yeah, another sad story. Like it's sad, even though I'm not a big fan of the Taliban, but there's a lot of civilians that live there again, and I hate to see them die. Like I think
Yeah, and it looks like the UN is putting 5 million in, which is apparently already kind of set up through an Afghanistan humanitarian fund. Although, I mean, at some point it goes to the Taliban, right?
yeah, that too.
So whether or not it makes it to the people is,
It's a real. It
you know,
ain't making it to the people. We know that.
yeah.
So yeah, likely 2,440 people, including women and children, who wouldn't. Okay, so that's quite a bit of people too.
So 2,400, over 2,400 killed and over 2,400 wounded. This is according to the Afghanistan's Minister of Defense, or Minister of Disaster Management.
Wonder why they say it like that, women and
Shit.
children. That's just weird. Why they say that like that?
I don't know. Like, what's the when you tell me it's an earthquake? Earthquakes don't pick and choose.
Yeah,
I get
so
that.
it's like that's. I'm just kind of confused why it says women and children. It's like include people, including women and children. I guess they don't really see women as people there. That's maybe it. So
11,585 people, 1,600 families are assessed to have been affected. So outside of the actual injured, obviously there's still people with home losses and all kinds of other things, property damage and displacement and no access to water and food and shit now. Basically, everyone in the area would be affected.
11 villages have been destroyed apparently.
100%.
Yeah,
Like, that's
yeah.
crazy. So
Doesn't mean they all fell. It just means they're not safe to go in, right?
So as of Monday, they're still pulling people out of buildings and stuff. So, and today is still Monday. So yeah, I mean, we definitely wish them luck. I mean, there's not a lot we can do. My country left there. We're done with that.
Yeah.
So, like I said, hopefully the Taliban gets the funds there, gets those people helped.
Let's see what happens. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll probably have follow up on this story.
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, probably not good news, but yeah, let's have them in our thoughts. People of Afghanistan.
Oh, here's the U.S. Secretary of State Anthony Blinken said U.S. was closely tracking the impacts of the. Our humanitarian partners are responding with urgent aid in support of the people of Afghanistan. So, I think he's basically just referencing the UN thing here, the $5 million thing. But that's U.S.'s position. We'll send some money.
Yeah, we must be running out of money after all these disasters going on. Jeez.
We can print it. It's fine. All right. So, like I said, we'll follow up on that one. And speaking of follow-ups, this is a follow-up.
Yeah, this guy.
You remember this. Dwayne Johnson apologizes for those living, quote, paycheck to paycheck, end quote, to donate to his Maui wildfire fund. The Rock, Oprah Winfrey started people's fund of Maui after wildfires and nuggets. We did the story. We
did it way back in August.
We criticized The Rock. So what is The Rock now saying? By the way, I'm on a roll with people apologizing. We criticized Bill Maher. He apologized. We criticized Drew Barrymore. She apologized. We criticized Dwayne Johnson. He's apologizing.
Yeah, as he should. That was kind of just so disrespectful. We
criticized
only like $5 billion combined, and they're gonna ask people to make $10 million, and that's like a penny to them. That's a penny.
Literally asking people living paycheck to paycheck
and then they can write that shit
when he
off.
has the money.
But now what they're doing is they're gonna get that $10 million on donations, and they're gonna use that for their taxes.
That being said, let's go ahead and hear his apology. I don't care. It's like you did it already, but let's hear what he has to say. When we first launched the fund, there was some backlash. Okay. Do we want to listen to him?
Yeah, that's one of these videos. But yeah, sure.
Hey everybody, I got some pretty good updates for you regarding our People's Fund of Maui. Got some great news, some awesome news actually, that I'm very grateful to share with you guys. And the news is this: the thousands and thousands of survivors, the families, they have now, over the past couple of weeks, started to receive their first round of funds. They're receiving their money. And I got to tell you, it's been the most gratifying and moving thing is receiving all the messages.
This isn't an apology.
No. And the messages from the survivors, from the families, of course, whose lives have been devastated by the horrific fires that hit our island of Maui. Thank you guys so much for the incredible messages. I realized right away of what this actually means, and what it means to all of you, as all of you have expressed to me, is that this is a step, and for many of you it's the first step in getting back up on your feet and taking those first couple of steps of life and getting your life back and taking control back of your life, and what that means. So thank you so much for your incredible messages. I'm so grateful.
This is some being a freaking guy. Let's stop. Oh, I don't even care.
I'm done. He's literally not apologizing.
Yeah. We rise back up strong as one. Yeah. That was there's
no apology here, because this is like the text of what it was, right?
Yeah, I think so. But yeah, I think it's all full of shit.
Wait a second. Apologize to his followers. What? Where? Okay, here's, I guess, the apology. I get it, and I completely understand. And I could have been better. The next time I will be better. And I understand, money ain't falling out of the sky and it's not growing on trees, and there's a lot of people out there living paycheck to paycheck, and I get it. And I know what that's like. I've lived paycheck to paycheck. Oh, again, this is a terrible apology.
Yeah, that's not. I'm apologizing. Go down more.
Nerd glasses. Do we have something more? Okay, yeah, when you are living... Oh, go ahead.
When you're living paycheck to paycheck, I don't want to speak for everybody. I'll speak for myself. But I feel it's connected. Okay, you could go on. Bad at this. When you're living when you're living paycheck to paycheck, I was easily peed off when I was frustrated. What?
He said peed off.
Well, that's what it says. Peed off, right?
It just says it just says pee off.
P blank. So off. Pissed off was what I'm assuming. I was frustrated, and then the last thing is wanted to hear when you're living from paycheck to paycheck is someone asking you for money, especially when that person's asking for money already has lots of it. I was horrible at that. My bad. I'm sorry, guys, but that's what I'm gonna.
So I get it. I understand. I'd never launched a fund before. Yeah, and I'm a quick study and lesson learned.
That was not an apology. That was not. Yeah,
that's. Like, I think maybe he understands why it was bad, but it's still not an apology. No, he at least explained, like, yes, this is the problem. You ask people who don't have it, and you are somebody who has it.
Fun fact, he actually lived in the city I live in.
Miami?
No, Calgary.
Oh, he lived in Calgary?
Yeah. He actually
he lived up there.
He played for the Calgary Stampeders, CFL team, which is a very small football league for all you people out there. But yeah, I don't think that was an apology. I don't have any...
That's the end of the article, so that's all we've got.
I don't really... I don't like one of these celebrities, and they always try to use crisis to make themselves look better. Like,
I've seen... And he hopped on this one because he's like, oh, I'm from Hawaii. I'll get on this.
But that's the thing, though. Is like then, like even political and all that. It's like why? Why?
And then
does a
Oprah's like,
celebrity-
"Oh, I live there. I'll get on
Why
this."
does a celebrity's opinion matter? Why do you? Why would they like? Why don't they just donate $10 million and not say a word? Why does
Yeah, because that's all it ended up being. It just ended up being 10 million. You tell me they couldn't afford 10
They
million?
could they could have done that and wouldn't even noticed it. Especially Oprah, she wouldn't even noticed it. And if she didn't tell anybody, the charities would have been glad and life would have went on. But no, she wants the recognition.
That's how she should do it.
Like,
Do it and don't say anything.
They want the recognition. No good deed goes unpunished. No good deed is unselfish or something like that. You know.
There's a saying for this. Somebody's laughing at us in chat, and I don't know if I appreciate it, chat.
Yeah. Is that it? Are we just done with that? No
I mean,
dumb rock. It's okay.
that's all I got. We dug for his apology. You know, we looked. It's not in there. It's
okay.
I'm done with him. Yep. Let's talk about Michael Chiarello. You know, the famous Food Network star.
Isn't it the guy that goes bam?
It might be. I didn't know who he was when I saw this. I just thought it was kind of ironic that you got a Food Network star, presumably a chef, dies from an acute allergic reaction.
Yeah, that's
okay. So like you make your own food. How do you fuck this up?
It's straight out.
Yeah. He did win a daytime Emmy. Who cares?
I think
entertaining.
I think I remember this guy's show from when I was a kid. I could be wrong though.
If I hit play, we'll hit like. What's this gonna do? It's gonna talk about Arnold Schwarzenegger.
All these.
See, I hesitated. It's Fox News. I literally knew to hesitate, and I'm like, it's not gonna be related.
Michael Chiarello has died at age 61. Fox News Digital said.
Yeah, that's the same as the headline so far. So who is the guy, and what acute allergic reaction that led to anaphylactic shock? Yeah. Okay, I mean that is the what happens. Surrounded by family.
Yeah, well, that's. I guess.
So wait, he didn't have an EpiPen? Like if you're allergic, you typically carry.
Something must have happened, right? So. Because if he died around his family's not gonna just stand there and watch him choke to death. There's gotta be more to it. Maybe it was like.
His legacy will forever live on in the love he poured into every dish, and the passion he instilled in all of us to savor life's flavors.
Yeah, well.
That's pretty deep, actually. What the hell?
Yeah, why?
All right. I mean, I wish we could go and confirm who the hell this guy is, because if he's a catchphrase.
I don't think he's the guy with the catchphrase now that I think about it. I am incorrect. I could be wrong, but I do not think it's him.
He doesn't have a face I recognize. It's not like Guy Fieri or one of those other cook people we might actually know. He also appeared on Top Chef and Top Chef Masters. I've not heard of this Easy Entertaining with Mikey. Yep.
That's unfortunate.
That's his name.
Like he's pretty young. That's a pretty young age to die. Like.
Yeah, super young.
Well, to his family, and hopefully he taught some people how to cook. Gonna leave a legacy, leave a good one that people are gonna enjoy.
Hopefully, made people some good stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's all I've got on this.
Yeah, it's not too much. We just small coverage, but
one of our co-hosts is a food person, so we might have had more if we had more hosts, but that's fine. He's the Bam Bai, right? Wait, is he? What's Bam Bai?
He's a Bam guy. No, he's not the Bam guy.
What do you mean Bam guy? What are we saying?
I don't think he's a Bam guy. No, that's Alcazar or something. Alcazar.
Bam guy Food Network. Elmer
Lagasse. He's not. Yeah. He goes bam, and Futurama makes that guy who copies him. See, yeah, exactly. But see, Alcazar, that is the guy from Futurama. I got it right. It's just the wrong. It's the fake one. That's who I mean, though, the real person.
But it's not the Bam guy. Bam guy is alive, presumably.
I think so. Yes.
But he got canceled.
Probably for saying Bam or something. I don't know. But
well, I think it's just it was a TV show that got canceled. They get canceled for not the normal canceling reason.
Oh yeah, okay, that's what you mean.
Food Network didn't renew his show, I guess maybe I should say. Because, yeah, we've kind of changed canceling. They used to be the ones that would say that. Like, when your favorite show gets canceled,
Yeah.
you wouldn't immediately go to, like, what we think of now. It's fucking weird.
Yeah, it's weird,
All
actually, you're right. So,
like, I know I said it and, like, why we went there.
no, but 10 years ago, I'd be like, oh, the show was canceled. But now it's like...
Right, we used
well,
to just
what
say
did he
that,
do?
but now it's not.
Who did he bam 20 years ago?
Yeah, what did he do? What did he
Yeah,
say?
so-
The tweet? Did I see this tweet?
Yeah.
Or was it sexual? Was it a Me Too thing?
Whoa.
All right, anyway. That's
Yeah.
just saying. We've canceled some people for good reason. All right, and I don't even know what canceled means. So, workers at Mack Trucks reject contract and join the thousands of UAW picketers on strike.
Huh, I don't know
Well,
anything about this.
I mean, we have already been talking about the UAW, that United
Yeah.
Auto Workers strike that's been going. So we know that that's at the big three, GM, Ford, and the one nobody can remember. That it's weird. Apparently, Mack Trucks is gonna hop on board. That includes 4,000 workers who walked out as of 7 a.m. On Monday.
Crazy.
So they are jumping on board. The total number of striking workers is now in excess of 30,000 across 22 states.
A lot of people not working.
Union President Sean Fain said in a letter to Mack parent company Volvo Trucks, okay, that's helpful. We know Volvo, we recognize that name.
Yeah.
That 73% of workers voted against the deal, and results counted on Sunday. So 73% of the people didn't like the contract that they were offered. So that's why the strike is happening.
Oh.
So that shows you it's quite a bit of them are saying it's not good. Obviously not 100%, but a whole bunch of numbers here. This is probably the one most annoying thing about unions. They like themselves with numbers and shit, and like
This is
I
on the
don't know.
Bly 677, yeah.
Like it's like almost like prison numbers. It's just weird.
A 19% raise over the life of the contract. Well, how long would the contract be?
Yeah. Okay. So 19. This is the 19%, 10%.
Raise, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, this is missing key pieces, right?
Yeah.
If we don't know the term, I mean, it says 10% upon ratification. Is that 10% right?
Yeah, I don't understand what that means.
So, I get if that's what that means. They're saying a 10% raise right away and 9% raise over some number of time.
Yeah.
I would guess 3 years probably. Or something. Yeah. 3,500 ratification bonus. I mean, what is that? Like you just get $3,500 right away,
Or is that
and you make 10% more. Like, man, that'd be hard to turn that down, wouldn't it? But is that? I mean, we would need to see more to know exactly what's up.
Yeah. Depends on how much.
Like,
Yeah.
and this also an extra $1,000 annually dumped into your 401k
Yeah, that could add up, right? But
annually, so it's $1,000 a year. So if you're with the company 20 plus years, yeah, it does that up.
and they can gain on
But
that,
like,
so.
but there's obviously this is just showing a portion of what's in the contract. I mean, we dug into that one and we're asking, why are they striking? Why are they striking? About money. I actually found it wasn't even about money. It was conditions. So I don't see anything about work conditions here. Maybe that's a pretty important part of it. Obviously they still voted to leave. So let's see why.
Yeah.
Percent expectations, 36% raises up. Okay, so like UAW's asked for 36% over 4 years. Well, that sounds like way over this 19%, where 9% is over some number of years.
36%.
Ford has literally offered 23%. So yeah, and the other firms are already at 20%. So of course they would reject 19%, right?
Well,
it's not even close to in line with
super high though. Like that's quite
well,
high. So
but they if they're still out on strike. This is the UAW asking for that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, and that's what this says. They're holding out for a better deal, according to Fain. Members will have the final say. It's their solidarity organization that will win. As long as they're willing to stay out, they can get a higher offer. Obviously, that's happened in the case for the other 28,000 strikers.
How much overall would that 5% difference? I mean, okay, never mind. It's not 15%. Never mind. Yeah, it's a lot.
17%.
17%. Yeah, it's more than.
It's nearly double. It's nearly double is what they stand to potentially gain.
Yeah.
But even if it ends up settling at like 23 or maybe slightly higher than that, if it goes up to 26 and then they settle, they're like, okay, we'll take 10% less. I hope they wouldn't settle for that.
36.
Let's say
super high.
let's say 27%. So they accepted at 9% less. And 27% is still 8% more for this particular the Mack truck people. So they stand to gain. And solidarity is what it's about. So they add to those numbers, add to that pressure. Obviously, Mack Trucks president Stephen Roy said he is surprised and disappointed. The union chose to strike. Womp womp. We trust that other stakeholders also appreciate that our market, business, and competitive set are very different from those of the passenger car makers.
Yeah,
okay,
so,
I mean, it was sad, Panda. I mean, come on. Of course he's sad. His workers just walked out and said, we need a better contract. So he's making zero money now. And in fact, he's probably losing money every day the plants aren't running. That's sort of how strikes work. You make them lose money.
So see how much longer this happens. Give it a few more days.
Yep.
Sure.
Well, Stellantis, that's the one I can never remember. So, yep. It will obviously be continued as we update with the UAW strike because it'll go for a while. And I guess the actors are still on strike too, right?
I guess so. I'm not too sure.
Haven't got an update on that in a while. Maybe we'll look at seeing an update. I don't know why we're not seeing an update on that. Well, all right then. How about something totally different?
Yeah.
A fuller picture emerges of the 13 federal executions at the end of the Trump presidency.
Trump's
Does Canada have a death penalty?
No, we do not.
Has it ever?
Yes. I don't remember when it ended, but before the 80s, I believe. Even before that. But yeah, so what happened? What's going on?
So near the end of Trump's term, he started doing a whole bunch of executions and stuff. This is it starts with describing a particular one here. This 18-year-old killed an Iowa couple, and apparently Alan Dershowitz was representing the guy for whatever reason.
Yeah.
He asked Trump to call off the execution, because obviously he's not. He argues not the same man he was when he killed the people in 1999. This is in 2020, so at this point the guy's 40 years old. Yeah. Half of his life he's been in prison. So the Dersh was like, "Hey, Trump, can you not do the execution?" And Trump said, "No, I already told the family I'm gonna." He's like, he had already promised the victims' relatives that he'd be put to death. So, Trump says, they're on their way. They're on their way. It's too late to pull them back. And then they killed him.
Well.
So, apparently, we still did it. But we didn't really hear much about it. I guess secrecy was going on. And 13 of these happened within the last 6 months of his presidency. He kind of went on a spree for some reason. Not really sure why. Kind of weird.
Oh.
But the interesting thing is that this gets to rope in my guy, Joseph Robinette.
What happened?
Oh, apparently Trump himself in Bernard's case agreed that they're proceed, but it's too late. But yeah, down here, President Joe Biden hasn't kept a promise. He'd abolish the federal death penalty. That was one of his promises.
Yeah.
Has not done that. All he's done is put a moratorium on it, which just means he's not going to do any. But as soon as somebody else is in office, even if it's a Democrat,
And it's a state can
but
do
more
it,
than
right?
likely, let's be realistic. When Trump gets in office again,
Yes.
it's lifted easily. It just goes right back.
Yeah.
So, I mean, are you pro death penalty?
See, that's a very, very touchy subject because some people do deserve to die after a crime. But if you kill one wrong person, that's a horrible. If you kill one innocent person, that defeats the whole purpose. So it's like, I don't know. I can't say I am for it or against it.
I mean, I'm definitely against it.
Like I'm all down for like killing certain people. Like there's some people that don't deserve to be ever released, ever done heinous crimes. There's a lot of bad people out there. But again, some of them might be just caught up in the wrong time, wrong place, and they might look guilty, but then find out they're not, and it's too late. You know,
It
like
says to be
Alanis Morissette always
selected,
said, death row pardon, 2 minutes too late.
yeah. This is why it says to be selected an inmate's guilt had to be certain, and their victim had to have been uniquely vulnerable. This is Bill Barr.
Yeah.
His opinion. It wasn't obvious Bernard met that criteria, so apparently they weren't particularly vulnerable, maybe is his argument.
Yeah.
They were locked in their car's trunk for hours begging for their lives before they were shot in the head.
Well, yeah, he killed him.
Pretty bad dude, but like life in prison seems fine to me.
But yeah. But
He allegedly set the car ablaze with the bodies inside. During the trial, prosecutors said smoke in Stacey's lungs indicated the fire had killed her. So the shot
didn't
didn't.
kill her. Yeah. Now a shot to
Which
the head doesn't
has
kill.
happened. I've heard.
No,
Yeah, I was
too,
gonna say
yeah.
I've read so many of these because the skull is a bone,
Yeah.
and sometimes it can just send it like in a
Weird direction.
like a circular way around your skull, and it doesn't actually pierce it. It just kind of
Yeah.
rolls around it and pops out the other side, and it's like, what the hell? And then yeah, that would be particularly bad. But
Oh yeah. Wait.
lawyers for Bernard and Vialva, that's the accomplice, who were tried together, say prosecutors also mischaracterized the black defendants to a nearly all-white jury as gang thugs. Oh, it's a race story? I didn't know that.
I hate that shit. I can't stand that every single time.
Yeah. And so
Call me a bigot if you don't agree with me, but every goddamn time. Like, it wouldn't be any different. I'd hope it wouldn't be any different if it was like,
yeah. So Trump came in and looked at this and said, "Yeah, this black guy's got to die." I already promised. I already promised the victim's white family that I would.
Victim's family, I'm sure he would kill any white people too, right? I don't know, my opinion.
Maybe we'd have to go look at those 13 executions and just go ahead and count.
I don't. We could do it tonight, but I.
Yeah, if it's not in this article, it's probably not going to happen.
Yeah.
Let's be realistic. Did you do your homework from last time?
I don't exactly. I don't remember what it was. So.
I don't remember mine either. Yeah. So I mean, I kind of just wanted to do this story not so much because of the Trump part of it, but more so because of Biden not really keeping his promise.
Yeah, well, yeah, Biden.
You know,
that's two that we talked about in the last two episodes. Same.
Yeah. Calling you out, Joseph.
Yeah.
I want an apology from Joe. You know, the funny thing is, I was listening to those people that apologized to us, and even though The Rock didn't really, it's funny. I called out Justin Trudeau, and you know what he did? He didn't apologize. He put us on blast. We have to register now.
Well, I have to, unless I.
Can you believe that, audience? We have to register with the Canadian authorities.
Yeah, Canada's making a deal where anyone who runs a podcast in Canada has to register with the Canadian government. So yeah.
Not only that, but since we're considered news, basically, probably,
we're just
Google can't show us now in Canada because Canada.
We're just a talk show. We like to talk. We like to
We
banter.
talk about news, though.
No, we're just bantering about dated things. We're not, and nothing. It could be anything. It's banter, and that's what we're sticking with.
All right, Justin, did you hear that? Shit, that didn't close. All right, let's talk about condoms.
Alrighty.
California governor vetoes bill to make free condoms available for high school students, citing cost. Yeah, you thought it was a liberal state, right? They don't even have free condoms.
Well,
No free condoms, no liberation. Okay, but realistically, is this anywhere else? Like, okay, in Canada, can you get condoms for free?
I don't think so.
What do you mean? It's free healthcare, right?
That's a lie. And no, they're at 7-Eleven and at the pharmacy. You can't get free condoms. They're actually like $6 for 3 of them.
This says Toronto has something.
Yeah, some might have. Sometimes
For individuals, free condoms are available at all of our community health centers and
Yeah,
agencies
okay.
across the city. But that's Toronto.
Yeah.
So
Sometimes
you
you'll be
just-
downtown and someone will walk by and give you a condom, and you're like, okay,
so that's not considered healthcare.
no.
Well, that seems a bit odd. But, same thing here. I'm pretty sure in no state is it free. It's just not a thing. But if anywhere, you would have thought California, right?
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Yep. It said it would.
Yeah.
Their state has a budget deficit of more than 30 billion. They just can't.
But to be fair, most of the kids would
It's
be
not
too,
that this would cost that. Just that this is how much.
most of the kids would be too dumb to know how to use a condom. They'd be blowing them up, playing with them, and not using them right anyway. So, come on.
I mean, if you want to prevent unwanted pregnancies, if you want to prevent disease and stuff, condoms. If you're not gonna make them free, make them cheap and available, widely available and cheap would be the next best thing, right?
Yeah.
Which I'm sure that's probably true there, right?
I'm sure you could probably do
Although
somewhere
inflation, I haven't looked at condom prices in a bit. Are they inflating?
here. I don't know.
The bill would have required all public schools that have grades 9 through 12 to make condoms available for free to all students. It would have required public schools with grades 7 through 12 to allow condoms to be made available as part of educational or public health programs. Okay, there would have been people fucking blowing balloons with them and shit. Yeah.
So it goes like, oh,
Totally. People go in there and get like 10 of them, be like, I fuck a lot, I need 10.
I'm 11
And like,
years
what are you gonna do?
old.
You can't say no, so then like, not 11. It says, well, I guess 7th grade. How old would you be in 7th
I'm pretty
grade?
sure
Like,
11.
that's 13.
No,
You don't start school till you're 6, right? And 6 plus 7.
6, 7, yeah. Okay, I don't know.
I'm just doing math.
It's been a long time since I've been in school, man. Like,
But 13 to 14-year-olds would blow balloons. You know that. They'd make condom poodles, condom swords, and fight each other with their condom swords, which they would need the big ones. And it'd be like, they'd be going into the nurse and be like, I'll show you my penis. You know how kids are.
yeah, I guess, yeah.
Like, I'm not saying you should do this, kids. I'm saying don't do this, but you're gonna. Anyways, it would have also made it illegal for retailers to refuse to sell condoms to youth. I mean, that
should
if that were
be.
standalone, I think we're all on board if that's standalone.
They shouldn't do
Probably
that. So.
things you can't put things standalone. Like this is probably a slam dunk. If you're a youth and you have money and you want to make a bad decision that includes a condom.
Yeah, for sure. So.
Right? I mean, you've already decided to do the bad thing.
See, it's
but
not-
you've
it's
you've
not
thought like
illegal
I'm gonna go get a condom. Or at least you thought about that.
It's not illegal to sell them to kids here, which is probably a good thing too, right? So.
Right, because if you're gonna do it with a rubber.
For sure.
I know we can't stop people from doing it. Blah blah blah. Gavin Newsom. There's nothing else to say about this.
Gavin Newsom,
Yeah.
the next one to be president.
Yeah, but with clown moves like this, well, I guess is this really a clown move? It doesn't matter. He could have let this pass and no one would have even cared.
Hey.
Him vetoing it made the news, so like I don't know. I think. All right. We love to cover these. This is another manhunt story.
Yeah, let's start it off.
Retired Vermont University dean was shot to death on a trail near campus. Now police are for her killer. There she is. This is
So sad. Like, that's pretty sad. Like, she's
77 years old. Jeez.
she's living
Yeah,
her
what
life
the
just
hell?
at the end of it. She's just enjoying it. She probably worked real hard her
Honorary
whole life.
killing.
I just
And this,
bought it.
yeah.
So,
And Vermont, like you don't even hear anything from Vermont. Like this is all we get. First time we hear from you in a while, Vermont. And fucking this. So she was hiking near the Vermont State
Gunshot
University Castleton campus where she worked, and they killed her. She worked as an educator, it says. So She was
She
a
was
retired dean of
I mean,
education.
like, that's not just a small job. Right?
Her husband is a Pulitzer Prize-winning author, Ron Powers. So yeah, they've got a little map here.
As of Monday, no one's been arrested. The police say they don't have a motive in the killing. They don't know anything about it yet.
And the suspect is considered armed and dangerous. The public is urged to remain vigilant and alert for suspicious persons and activities and report anything suspicious. I mean, but they don't. Is there any description? Okay, here we go. A male with. Oh, yeah, this is why I put this story in here. Police are looking for a person of interest described as a male with short red hair, about 5 feet 10 inches tall. He was last seen dark gray t shirt and carrying a black backpack. These motherfuckers need to stop describing Jeb.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
This is Jeb. Male, red hair,
He's talking about
5'10"
from his game. His kids play these games, so no.
Jebediah Hill is who they're looking for.
They've been looking at surveillance video and all that, and
I gotta tell you, if it was Jeb, they're not gonna find him.
Dan Trudeau said the department has got another Trudeau. Oh,
Wait,
no.
Trudeau?
They received more than 200 tips so far. Every tip
is better than no tip.
Yeah. Okay.
Vermont State Police Dan Trudeau. I mean, like Dan, like Justin, you know?
Yeah.
Every tip is better than no tip, they both would say.
Stay vigilant if you're...
Yeah, anybody from Vermont that happens to see this, I guess watch out.
Super sad story. Like, that's
a redhead.
Yeah. Yeah, they're not.
But yeah, it just sounds like it was just random and with no real reason. So like, those are the kind of things we're probably not going to ever have an update, unfortunately.
Yeah. But you never know. It'd be great to see the killer get caught, whoever it was.
Yeah, it'd be nice to come back and do an update on this, that they actually catch the guy. We'll watch out for it. I mean, CNN did this. If it happens, they should do the follow-up. So we'll definitely do it too.
Let's slowly get into this next article.
Do what?
Slowly.
Slowly.
Yes.
Slide in.
This is a snail. Go slow.
Newly discovered.
Okay, so newly discovered snail in Florida Keys is named after Jimmy Buffett song.
All right, so what do you think they named
Buffy
it?
John
Margaritaville. That's the only one I know.
I don't know.
They named Snail Margaritaville. Let's see. Shown here is an underwater
Margarita snail.
Keys Margarita Snail.
Yeah.
Cayo Margarita. Is that the genus name or whatever? Cayo Margarita?
Cayo Margarita. That's going to be a drink now.
Well. So yeah, named Cayo Margarita as a nod to Buffett. The specimen is a snail type of mollusk that sticks to hard surfaces within the coral reef and forms a totally tubular, shell around itself, according to the study published.
Weird.
That looks so weird. Did they have another picture? Because that's kind of gross. In some ways, our team was no stranger to the regional signature, of course, Jimmy Buffett's music. So when we came up with a species name, we really wanted to allude to the color of the drink and the fact that it was cheese. Okay, so that kind of makes sense. It wasn't just like a willy-nilly. Margaritas are yellow. Buffett was from Florida, right?
Okay, yeah.
I guess we'll say.
Oh,
the snail isn't slow. Oh my God, you were wrong. You were wrong. We have to.
I was wrong. Okay, I'm sorry.
You are wrong. And how is this possible though? Wouldn't it just die?
Well, let's see. So there's a picture of a spider, so I'm kind of.
Okay, so the worm snail is free roaming as a juvenile, most likely for a few hours, then attaches itself to a piece of coral and stays put there for the rest of its life. Okay, so it moves once. To capture its food, plankton, and waste matter, Cayo Margarita creates a spider-like web of mucus as a trap. And I guess just enough things come by?
Huh. But they don't move, so yeah, weird.
Electric blue. Okay, that's not a picture either. I was kind of hoping there would be another picture of it, but I guess not.
No.
All we've got's the one. But yeah, Jimmy Buffett. We did cover the when Buffett passed.
Yeah.
We did that story. So I feel like this is sort of a follow up to
Jimmy.
that. Jimmy's not done. We're still doing things with your name, buddy. Hope you don't mind. He can't do anything about it.
Maybe.
All right. I should let you struggle with this title.
No, I'm good.
Oh, you read the name? Meet Tatiana Maslany's character from Invincible Season 2. I was kind of hoping Jays would be here because obviously we both watched it, and I don't think you watched Invincible.
I don't have a clue what this is. So.
It is on Amazon Prime. And it's actually Season 2 is coming on November 3rd, this says. So.
Cool.
You still have time to get caught up if you have Amazon Prime.
Maybe.
I think it's good if you like superhero stuff, especially if you like not the usual kind of superhero stuff.
Okay, tell us about it there, Dustin.
Well, I mean, like the normal Marvel stuff gets a little formulaic, like a bad guy shows up, the good guys resolve some conflict, and then send the bad guy away. In Invincible, that's not how it goes. In Invincible, a bad guy shows up and kills the person that you thought had plot armor. Now that person's dead.
Okay.
So
maybe I'll watch it. But yeah.
It's very violent. And yeah. So anyway, Season 2's coming. And you probably didn't recognize Tatiana Maslany. Do you recognize the picture?
No.
All right, she's She-Hulk.
Okay.
Yeah, you didn't watch that either. We did watch that. So again, I was hoping Jays would be here for the story.
Yeah, but
since she's not, apparently she's going to play 3 different characters in Invincible. Invincible is an animated.
Yeah, that's cool. No, a lot of them, that's cool.
So I guess we're seeing 2 of them, but there's also a whole bunch of other people who they've got lined up for this Season 2. Tim Robinson, Callista Flockhart. Yeah, you know that name, right?
Nope.
What's her name from that lawyer show forever ago? Ally McBeal?
Couldn't tell you. Liar.
Yeah. Chloe Bennett? I think Chloe Bennett was Quake on Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
I'm not gonna lie, I haven't seen a Marvel video in like 10 years. So.
Yeah. I don't know Rhea Seehorn, and I don't know David Diggs. No idea who these people are. But yeah, they've got a whole crazy cast coming for Season 2 that I definitely wasn't expecting, but I was definitely going to watch this, so.
Well, I'm glad you have a show to watch.
One of the characters.
Yeah,
and anybody who's interested in, violent and dark superhero shows that are animated, this is your show. If you liked The Boys, or what's the other one? The Boys. If you like The Boys, you'll like this.
Yeah, I think actually someone at my work was talking about this now you say that. But yeah, so hope you enjoy it. Anybody else watch it? Who knows? But maybe one day I have a lot of other shows to watch. But
all right, let's see what we got next.
Lord of the what?
Report claims Lord of the Rings Gollum publisher used AI to write apology. What? And also, did they use AI to make this? Why does this look so weird?
I think so, probably.
Doesn't look great.
There's AI sites where you can just type whatever you want and it'll make it for you.
All right, so investigation by German outlet Game 2 to what went wrong during development of Lord of the Rings Gollum has made claims that the publisher's apology for the terrible state of the released game was written by AI ChatGPT. All right, well, I mean, that's the main reason I want to do this story. Sometimes we talk to our chat GPT guy in Discord, Clyde. I don't know. It's not really ChatGPT, is it?
No, I don't think it's related to ChatGPT.
It's not, but that's our guy. So, but that's why I was kind of curious, like, how badly written is this apology? So, similar to the Rock story, I just want to see the apology.
As for that, I used Clyde for some things, but honestly, the show is nowhere near scripted. It is like 100% live. What I use Clyde for is sometimes just help. Mostly, I'm not gonna lie, is give me my tweets. Just gives me some good tweets. All I have to do is change some words, put some words in, and boom. A lot of companies use it, but Not for an apology, I would hope. Okay, so his name is spelled incorrectly.
So apparently they posted the apology to social media, describing it as underwhelming experience. Okay, and promised patches, but they don't give me a full thing
Yeah.
here.
But incorrectly spelled the name of the game. Didn't even spell it right.
Yeah, and we've just got two anonymous sources of Game 2 told the apology was ChatGPT. So I'm very disappointed that we don't have the thing here, like the quote. That was the whole point, right?
No, sorry for you.
If you don't have, and like, if you don't have that, then we've got nothing. I've never even heard of this game, but honestly, this is now the second picture I've seen that also doesn't look.
Oh, it's from the game, so.
Like, if you can't get the main character to look like it should, you failed.
Oh.
I don't need to see anything more. You failed if you can't get the main character. Did you watch Lord of the Rings?
I did, but not all of them. I don't think I watched a few of them back when I was a kid.
I mean, here, I mean, you see this and you saw that other one.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah, it's much different. So,
Like this is correct. This is correct. This is correct. This is correct. This is weird and wrong.
Yeah, but
this is weird and wrong. I could tell these. It even says Lord of the Rings :G. So yeah, yep. Same thing down here. Lord of the Rings Gollum. Lord of the Rings Gollum. Like all the ones where it looks weird, they didn't get it right. So just saying, you know, get that shit right.
Just saying.
Speaking of get that shit right,
Fortnite
says big oil, drill baby drill. Not kidding.
Kids fossil files are fossil fuels are cool.
Yeah. So Fortnite, TikTok, and Twitch are all, you know, combined together to convince kids that fossil fuels are cool. There it is. This is a familiar character, Peely from Fortnite.
Yeah.
He's got a little Shell logo.
Yeah.
He's just a gasoline advertising banana.
They're even talking about how great the gasoline is. Luckily for us, it's one large outcome wants to change up for Fortnite. TikToker star and Twitch streamers, welcome to hell.
Holy shit.
Climate change is bad, and I think we can all agree. But for the kids, we have long lives in the future ahead of them. The prospect of the planet turning into a nightmare. Fear, my bad. Fears for extreme weather and chaos is particularly scary. But don't worry about all that, kids. Instead, Shell, massive oil company, will help you. I'm not going to read all that because it's just rambling on. But
yeah,
I want to know this. But yeah, yay for Shell because they're. What is the point of it then? Like, are they saying?
But to truly enjoy it, you'll need to use Shell's V-Power registered Nitro Plus premium gasoline, of course.
Yeah,
They do. I've been to Shell's pumps. They have a ridiculous amount of shit that they write on their pumps. But this seems ridiculous. Even if you're like saying like climate change isn't a problem or isn't a thing, it's still a company advertising to kids. Like, why? You'd still be against this, right?
Yeah, that is kind of pretty. A little funny.
Like, wait, what the hell? This is Peely in front of an oil spill? That sounds like a meme.
Yeah. Poor little Peely.
But yeah, they're trying to enlist content creators. So like, what are we looking for? Like, not XQC. We're getting Punisher, Nate Hill, Chica, Brooke AB. I don't. Do you know these?
They rack up 1 million views. Yay!
Doing sponsored streams, so literally sponsored by Shell. So they had the Shell logo.
Whatever, they gotta be sponsored by somebody. So.
Right. This just, you know, this is the evidence that it's happening. That content creators are being enlisted to create this content for big oil. Yeah, they're doing their homework and writing it down here. Not saying you can't do it, but not saying we can't point at Punisher, Nate Hill, Chica, and Brooke AB and go, "That's dirty."
Well,
Y'all know that's dirty, right?
Nah, I guess not.
It's pretty dirty.
You just said the other day that we still need oil and gas.
Right,
So
but
why-
do we need it? Do we need it in Fortnite? Absolutely not.
Well, I'm sure they had electricity of Tesla, or not. I'm just using Tesla, but electric car ads too. Back in the day, so ads are ads. They're meant to make people spend money.
Right. We don't. These are children's games. That's the thing. You know,
Well,
nobody's saying
yeah.
nobody's saying cup noodles. You can't advertise in Final Fantasy 13 or what. This is just like weird that Shell is advertising to children. Like children don't have money.
But don't forget, think about how many adults watch it too, right? Adult kids.
What are they trying to sell? Gas? Wouldn't you just
gas? Yeah.
get gas when you
Shell,
need
because
gas?
their gas is cleaner apparently than other.
Children don't buy gas.
I mean, some of them do. No, they're not all kids. Like some are adults. Do you play Fortnite?
On occasion, but
There you
it's
go.
not going to change which gas I use.
No, but
Which is another argument I would make. Which these big names don't need to advertise. Why do I see Mountain Dew advertising? Everybody knows what Mountain Dew is. If you want Mountain Dew, you're getting
I
that.
get that. I'm the same way in your boat.
Or like Tylenol. Have you seen Tylenol advertised?
Not
How
recently,
silly.
but yeah, I know. I used to hate that commercial because we the drip.
It's like we.
And
Oh, yeah, the
and
drip
I'd have
one.
a headache, and it would make it 10 times worse for me because my headache would be hurting. Then that commercial would come on and be like, "Yep, thanks, guys." But
No, they built a whole Shell Island Fortnite map where you can go and see a whole bunch of Shell stuff.
huh.
So if you're a non-kid and you like Shell, go do some Fortnite shit. It's just bad content from a game player perspective. It's of all the crossover content, you're crossing over with a gas station. And not even a cool gas station like Come and Go with a K, U-M. You know, have you seen that?
Sorry, I was drifting off there. I was reading. What did you say? Sorry.
I was asking if you've ever heard of Come and Go,
No, I haven't.
the gas station.
No.
Like, they're not even crossing over with something cool. Shell's like the most boring guy.
Yeah. So, well, Shell's known everywhere. So, it's a clam, right?
I guess I think it's a Shell.
It's a clam shell. Ooh. So. But yeah.
The top rated comment on the trailer for this new map is drop in this season and complete the objective. Do irreparable damage to the environment with Shell.
Yeah, there it is.
Fun stuff. Yeah, it's just bad optics too. Like the young people aren't looking for big oil to come in and save the day.
Well,
We
money's
don't have
money,
any
right?
kids to ask.
Everybody's gonna bow for money.
But who's making the money here?
Twitch,
Did Shell pay Fortnite,
TikTok. No,
or did Fortnite pay Shell,
But there, something happened, right? I'm sure.
or did TikTok pay Fortnite, or did TikTok pay Big Oil?
Shell probably paid all of them for advertising, right?
Big Oil paid so that we would see Shell. But this is gonna make me not want Shell.
So, I don't know. I'm not in marketing.
This seems like a fail, but I don't know. Let's talk about a success. Arrest made.
Oh, poor little bear.
Poor little guy.
Arrest made. More bear stories. This is the third in a row for bears. But yes, arrest made in trafficking of black bears. Parts of BC. Yeah. So apparently black bears are being trafficked.
Fine can go up to $500,000 and time in 3 years, and they could give you both.
Yeah.
All right, look at that little guy. Would you traffic this guy?
They're not that mean. I don't think. I could be wrong. But I don't think they're that mean.
Is it trafficking if they're in your passenger seat?
Yeah. On bear safety, 7 things you need to know. Don't poke a bear. That's number one, right?
Yeah. Conservation officers arrested one person in connection with the illegal trafficking of black bear.
Parts.
Wait, whoa. Yeah, black bear.
I read that.
Parts?
That's what the title. Let's go back up to the title. That was kind of confused there. Yeah. Oh my god.
Oh shit.
I was confused.
You're right.
That's why I kind of stuttered.
I
Arrest
was
made
saying, like, put him
trafficking
in my
of black
passenger
bear.
seat like a fucking normal person over
I
here.
don't know, I think they're talking
Jesus.
about parts in BC, but no.
Well,
Arrest made
cow,
trafficking black
Canadians
bear
are out of control.
parts. Okay,
Meanwhile,
so
my president is letting bears go and
well,
live on
that was
national.
dumb of me. I'm sorry, guys, but yeah, that's wow.
Holy cow! And that's only $500,000 in 3 years. Anyways, 7 things to know about bear safety.
Let's we can. Bye.
I don't think I should have clicked that. Oh wait, maybe this is fine. Is it gonna be without audio? Yeah. Bears' movements are often dictated by food supplies. Bears are not picky eaters and will rarely pass up a meal, even if it means going near humans to get it.
Yeah, so if you see a bear that comes going down here,
Shit. Shit.
yeah.
Why? Fine. Bears, something about humans. Never feed a bear.
Do not leave any garbage or unattended food in your yard or picnic area.
Yep. Clean up garbage or food immediately. Use bear-proof bins.
See,
If you're camping and
my
shit, like,
mom lives
we would
in
have a
BC,
food
and
bag
she
and a
has bears
trash
come
bag.
through. Never approach a bear, but the bears will approach you in BC. Like where my mom lives, the bears will come right up on the porch. Change your route or plans to avoid bears.
Yeah, don't just keep going because you
bears
have
will
to go
usually
that
take
way.
the same trip every day too.
Stay back 100 meters. Look at that cute guy rolling, though. Look at it.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, so don't be hunting bears, people. I hope he gets everything. So
We are recommending 3 separate counts for this person that they've got.
yeah, cool. 3 of counseling here. Hopefully, you get 3 counts in 3 years each.
Bear bile contains high levels of ursodeoxycholic acid. It has been used in traditional Chinese medicine for centuries to treat a variety of ailments, including gallstones and cirrhosis of the liver.
Oh, so they're stealing it for medicine.
I guess
Black
that's
bear
what's going on. Then
gallbladders, yeah.
gallbladders.
Go for it.
Gallbladders being used for medicinal purposes in some cultures. Their paws and meat are considered delicacies. In Canada, only the Northwest Territories, Quebec, and Nova Scotia allow the sale of legally harvested bear parts. So you can do it up there, but
This
not just anywhere.
This
right?
is
This is in
Vancouver,
BC.
BC, yeah. The reason they did it up there is because there's food. I'm thinking food's probably harder to come by, so you're allowed to hunt your own food.
Yeah, and up there, a bear is a great food source,
Yeah.
kind of thing, especially in the Northwest Territories. All right, well, didn't quite read the title, but
Yeah, my
we
bad.
technically kept our bear streak.
So
Little bit of a downer. When my president's trying to give them a nice place to live, you guys are up there doing this.
Yeah.
At least it's not Trudeau doing it, but you know,
he would if he could.
He would if he could get away with it.
Yeah.
Speaking of getting away with it.
Yeah. The next independent president of the United States.
Yep. It'll be the first time ever that an independent wins.
Yeah. What? Okay, so Robert F. Kennedy has left the Democrat Party, and now he's going to be running as an independent.
Yep, and he's no longer challenging Biden. But he will challenge him in the actual election. He'll be challenging in the primary.
I think that's a good idea for him, honestly.
Yeah, I don't think he was doing
he's
too
win.
well in the primary picture. I don't think he really even had a shot.
Yeah, but Joe Biden's going to get away with anything anyway. So,
oh, look, this happened in Philadelphia. We're doing a Pennsylvania story.
Yeah, Pennsylvania.
Hey, Huckles, how you doing?
Yeah.
He's practically a conservative. Yes, that is accurate. I'm here to declare myself an independent candidate for President of the United States.
Yeah.
But yeah, Jay's blazing chat's kind of correct there. His positions, his policy position.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Conservative, for sure.
For sure, so.
I also think I read that his family basically said fuck you to him when he did this.
Did they? I don't know, maybe because they don't want to get killed? Like his dad and his uncle?
Let's see. Where is it in here? He feels they've got a shot to pull off a historic upset.
Yeah.
Got
a shot. Yeah, that's a bad word, Kennedy. So, for anyone that doesn't know, this is a nephew of John F. Kennedy. And this is also the son of Robert F. Kennedy Sr., who was also killed when he was running for president. In a kitchen. But.
Yeah, I don't think I could find it in here
yeah.
where his family basically told him to fuck off for leading the party,
Oh,
which is a little bit of an overreaction, I would say.
well, I don't know. Maybe some of them did, but
It's not like the Liberal Party's
wasn't
particularly good.
was Kennedy? Was he a Democrat?
Yeah,
Okay, so
yeah, he was going to challenge Biden in the primaries.
no, I'm talking about John F. Kennedy, JFK.
Oh, JFK, yeah.
Okay, so but yeah, that's I don't know. I him over Biden. I don't know. I don't think he'll win against Trump though. That's the only thing.
This is
But
weird because I thought our other link maybe had that thing about the family. And I can't find it in
he
there.
might he
But I will
might
say allegedly.
but he might take some votes away from Joe. You know, like that's the only thing.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Like that's the real question. As an independent, he'll be on the ticket, he'll be on the ballot. How many will he take from? How many will he Biden?
Yeah, I think Trump will actually lose some too, but I think Biden will lose more. Because Kennedy's a good no name, right? And Biden is too, but more Democrats will see Kennedy and be like, yep, let's vote there. In my opinion. And that's if he doesn't get killed because they do not want a Kennedy in the White House. We all know that.
Well,
right? So,
I mean, on the other side of the coin, you've got the QAnon Andes out there putting out all kinds of crazy stuff about RFK. So they're just as liable to go out there and see RFK Jr. on the ticket and go, "Oh shit, this is the storm. I gotta vote for RFK."
yeah, maybe.
Like I could definitely see some stormer idiots who have been a little brainwashed, a little fied, who maybe read something about RFK on the QAnon stuff, which I don't know any of. I don't know the breadcrumbs that told them to. You know, we'll see. We'll see. I actually think my real prediction, though, he gets less than 1% of
Yeah.
the national vote, and so therefore has no impact.
Yeah, but that's the thing.
I can be wrong. That's what I'm putting out there.
See what happens, because, yeah, like...
Because I've seen other independents try. I mean, look how many times we watched Gingrich. The Green Party people.
Yeah. So,
your country's different. You have parties.
Yeah, we have several parties. There's unlimited
and you know
parties.
we're trying to get ranked choice voting so that we can have a real party system.
But it sucks sometimes too, though, because
both parties are pushing back against ranked choice voting because they know what that means. They know it means an end of a two-party system. It becomes a four-party system.
But it is really a two-party system.
I mean,
they're just branches, just like you said.
Right.
The MAGAs, the MAGA Republicans, and not all Republicans are MAGA, right? So.
Right.
Just like here, all PPC, People Party, all People's Party people are conservative, but not all conservatives are part of the PPC, which is a far right group, and that's what made us lose the election last time.
You have to make a Venn diagram of circles.
But yes, so maybe not.
And also, there's still exceptions because in some ways, people sometimes are conservative but still find themselves voting for a Democrat or so.
Yeah, well, and that's not
like there's people who will vote on both sides of the aisle on.
And the thing is, we don't actually vote. Like when we vote, Justin Trudeau's name is not on our ballot. It's someone's name. Like it says, like for instance, I'm not going to say the name of my running because I don't want to narrow it down too much. But there's different names. Like there's Joe Snow versus who's a conservative running for the Conservative Party, and then there's Jen something running for the Liberal Party. They're both running for that seat to represent this area. And then the party at the end of the election has the most seats, and there's like 300 and some odd seats, or I don't know, 280, 281. I don't know exactly how many seats are in Canada. I should know that. But they get divided, and whoever wins the most seats out of the best votes wins. So it's really hard to explain. But yeah, so half the country can be blue, half the country can be red. But if it's the East Coast wins it just because they have bigger areas. And we don't actually, that made no sense, but we don't actually vote on the person with the name. So we just like vote for the person who's going to represent that party. And they sit beside Justin Trudeau in the parliament.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
Yeah, so yeah, when you get there, you don't see their names. You got to know. And like you see 4 names on there, and you don't even know 3 of the names. You might know 1. That's it. So
That's weird. Probably on purpose. But yeah, Jay's in chat is saying that RFK is literally running to try and be a spoiler. Yep, I mean that's for sure. It's just a question, like we said, which side's gonna get spoiled more?
Yeah. So
who's his end game?
Yeah. So I don't know. I listened to a few things. I don't agree with much he says, but I do agree with some of it more than Biden. So
it doesn't matter.
He does have a very, very rough voice, which is kind of crazy. But it sounds like he's about to die. But that's not any different than Joe Biden.
He can have the best platform in the world, and he won't win. It doesn't matter what his platform is. That's why it's really hard to care or even cover it. It's like, this is America. We're not electing an independent. It's not going to happen.
But that's the kind of attitude that's going to make it not happen. Okay.
Like, it's not an attitude. I'm not. That's not me
like,
saying.
Know how many Republicans I heard say and say, "Oh, it's no point me voting. There's no point me voting." If the Republicans went and voted in 2020 there or 2022, sorry, they probably would have won it all. So, thanks, DC. So, but yeah, but voting is important. Vote for who you want to vote for. Just don't waste a vote. And they say no votes wasted. Like here, my opinion, if you don't vote for the NDP or the Conservative, you're wasting a vote. It's pointless.
I may have to do a whole bunch of research, but this is quite lacking.
But the thing is, the reason that doesn't work out right now is because Conservatives only have a few less seats than the Liberals. So it only takes a few to flip the Liberals. But then there's the NDP, which is also a left party. They have more seats, so that gives them the majority. So when the Liberal Party wants to push something through, NDP bows down and votes with them, and then it gets pushed through. Like raising the carbon tax.
The most recent third party or independent governor to win was Alaska's Bill Walker in 2014.
It can happen. That's in a state, but it can happen.
State. That's governor level. Yeah.
Like Kanye West will never win. People wrote his name in a few times, but he'll never win.
In 369 elections since 1990, 6 candidates have won that were independent, third party or independent. 6 out of 369. And that's at the governor level, gubernatorial elections. Like, it's incredibly impossible at the governor level. Above that, non-existent.
See, wouldn't this be awesome to put like $100?
With the exception of Bernie.
Put $100 on Sanders. Right now. I'm gonna put $100 on JFK right now. Let's see what it pays out. Probably pay out quite a bit.
For $100, it would pay out $100, wouldn't it?
Yeah, no, because depending on.
Oh, if you bet on him winning, like on Vegas.
Yeah. So yeah, because it's right now, like he's probably down at like 12 cents right now. Chances of him winning are like 12 cents a share. Right? There's this place you can. I forget the website name. I have to look at it. But they actually rate who you think you're gonna win, and every day it changes. Excuse me, sorry. Just like the stock. So right now, Trump's at like 78 cents, right? Biden's at 50 some odd cents, and like the VIX is at 13 cents and going up to 16 and up and down. These are the odds of them winning the election, right? So you can bet on everything, honestly. So I just don't know what that website is, but I do want to find it. Not that I'm rich enough to vote, but rich enough to vote. Rich enough to gamble, but
yeah.
But yeah, do you think he's gonna make it? Do you think they're gonna go after him too? Is someone in the state, someone in the deep state? I'm gonna just say somebody does not want the Kennedys being around. Like,
wasn't there a Kennedy in office right now?
Is it related to these Kennedys?
Aren't they all related?
No. Not every Smith's related.
Okay, we got Joe Kennedy III, Special Envoy for Northern Ireland.
Yes, probably not him.
Grandparents, Robert F. Kennedy,
okay.
Ethel Kennedy, Rudolph Stewart Roche. Okay.
Robert F. Kennedy, but who knows? But anyway, anyway, they don't want to be in the head of the office because John F. Kennedy, JFK got shot, killed. Robert F. Kennedy Sr. was supposed to get through a hallway, but then at last minute the hallway got blocked. He got walked into the kitchen and he got shot dead on the campaign trail. So, it's very possible.
How many other Kennedys are there?
There's lots. The Kennedys are a rich family, which apparently they hate Smith Jr. here going to be independent. Which actually makes me like him a little bit more, because if they don't want him doing it, he must be doing something right. But yeah, I think that's all we have. Do you have anything else you want to banter about?
Oh no, we got one more story, don't we? You added one near the end here.
Oh yes.
Oh, is spoiler alert in the video over here. It's Santa Monica Pier story.
I forgot about this one. I had it last. Yeah. Okay, so this just happening tonight in California. If you play the GTA, we've all been there. We've all been to this Ferris wheel. But yeah, so some guy who was having a mental breakdown decided to go up and climb it.
Oh, he wasn't very high up. He was just right there.
Oh no, that's after several hours. They now if you go back, or you can scroll down and you can see there's actually a family with a parent with 2 kids up at the top, and they couldn't get them down.
Oh, okay, right? Okay. He was.
He was scaling it. He wasn't just down low, right? So.
Throughout the incident, the man was seen holding a backpack, but police apparently were not concerned about the possibility of him actually having explosives. What? That was on the table?
Yeah. So.
Whoa.
Yeah. So.
And then they later confirmed he was not. Okay.
So he's just a crazy
guy. My bad for thinking a backpack and a guy on a Ferris wheel.
Yeah.
But this does make me think of GTA and the pier.
Yeah.
Video from Sky 5 showed officers blocking off the entrance to the pier. We all know about that. You don't want to make your escape route go to the pier. If you are, you're playing to ocean, not dump. Don't accidentally dump yourself. Said he was suffering a mental health crisis.
Yeah. So.
And they don't believe a crime has been committed, so they think it was just a out.
And freaking the freak out.
And freaking everybody else out.
Oh,
obviously.
For sure. Yeah. Well, I'd be kind of freaked out. Now, at one point, I saw that there was actually a mom and 2 kids up at the top, and they were stuck there for like an hour. That would be horrifying for those kids,
Yeah.
Like, honestly, worse shit's happening in the world than being stuck on a Ferris wheel, but...
It says they sent firefighters up, but they didn't actually bring anyone down. They just let the Ferris wheel continue on. So, basically, they waited till the crazy guy got off it, and then just operated as normal, but they were considering bringing people down, like...
Yeah, so because they don't want to hurt the guy if they turn the machine on. But yeah, so good news though, the guy did surrender and everyone got out safe and sound. Nobody was hurt. A few people stayed. What's that survey up there?
There's a survey?
I think so.
What do you think? Is parking a problem where you live? Yes, it is.
Yeah, I don't know. That's kind of
I have a parking spot.
Okay. But yeah,
they're gonna. I'm not clicking that. Don't click things like this, chat. But yeah, that's kind of silly. Guy climbs this Ferris wheel. This is a Jeff move.
It happens to us at best of us. We all go crazy sometimes.
Jeff climbs the Ferris wheel, and then Frank calls 911 to see if cops will come down and respond.
But like that goes to what we say every night. If you ever are having an issue, we do talk about this every night because it's a good reason, right, to get into it. If you ever have an issue, it's okay not to be okay. There's always someone there to talk for you. If you're in the States, the phone number is 988. If you're in Canada, it's 1-833-456-4566. It's okay not to be okay. Someone's always there to chat. If your friends or family aren't around, the stranger's sometimes the best person to vent to. Dustin, have anything to say before we head out?
Just reiterating your point there, I don't want to assume Ferris wheel man was thinking that. If you need help, reach out.
But mental health, that is still mental health regardless, right? So.
Just want to point out, Jay's Blaze is saying, Jeb, get down from there. There's no lean up there.
But yeah, I hope
I was not on the Ferris wheel. I was in an earlier story. They had my description to a T. I don't know if you were listening. I covered a story. I literally described Jeb. That was the Pennsylvania story. It was the Heckle story for the night. But anyways, I just want to thank everyone who's listening live. Later, leave me comments. Talk to me.
For sure.
This has been the way the kitten meows.
And you can
Thanks,
check us
everyone.
out on our socials. We have our Twitter, our Facebook, and our YouTube page. We upload this up on YouTube later on. You can always
I'm
check
sorry,
it
you
out
said
there.
Twitter?
Yeah, it's still called Twitter because if you hit it,
We now have X.
But it still goes to twitter.com. I'm going to call it Twitter forever. We also have YouTube, and if you haven't watched that, if you have any missing episode, you can go there and check it out. Please also like and comment on the channel. It helps it grow. It helps everything. Also, if you haven't already, please give me a follow here. Every follow gives us a step closer to doing more and better shows, having better entertainment and better shows. We hope we can do it for you. Anyway, we will see you on Wednesday. Hope the best. Hope you have a banterful night, and see you soon. I will hopefully find something good for you guys to watch. Enjoy.